Hello again, I am Blunty. Now, last time I held a small package aloft with the branding WD on it, it was to take a look at the WD Blue SN570, a very nice productivity target SSD. Today I get to show you the WD Black SN770 NVMe SSD, fresh on the shelves and targeted at gaming. The usual rules and wants apply. Great gaming experience on PC starts at great drive performance. And yes, I do mean that. Sure, a powerful GPU and CPU pairing is vital, essential, really. And sure, you want zippy memory and a fast pile of it. But if your gameplay experience is being choked off at the drive, the thing responsible for feeding your CPU and GPU with the game data to begin with, well, you're going to have a less than ideal day. So it starts here. So, the WD Black SN770 NVMe SSD here, helpfully provided to me by WD for this sponsored look, targets speed obviously, with a read speed of up to 5,150 megabits per second. Obviously it's Gen 4 PCIe M.2, comes in storage capacities from 250 gigabytes right up to 2 terabytes, staying at 95 Aussie dollar reduced. The one I have here, 1 terabyte model. Aside from the ever-increasing performance needs in gaming, as we've moved into an era where HD is no longer the default expectation, but an absolute minimum, and native 4K is the new default expectation, with even the lowly consoles finally catching up to that now. Super high resolution textures and game models, all of that, of course, it means an ever-increasing thirst for storage space. So, never a bad time to think about adding a big new drive or replacing an older, smaller, likely slower one. Now, I actually run WD's immediate previous gen product to this, the SN750, in one of my rigs. Very happy with it, but this new gen model boasts up to 40% faster speeds and up to 20% better power efficiency while at maximum speeds, which, you know, as gamers, we're all about those numbers going up and lag times going down and min-maxing everything. Now, when these kinds of drives first hit the scenes, it was huge, massive differences in load times, in speed, in asset streaming, and overall reliably smooth, consistent gaming experience. It was a wonderful time to be alive. And where once they were a luxury, these days they're basically standard, essential, required. In fact, my own gaming rig is 100% SSDs with 2 M.2 drives in there, one for the operations and one just for the games. And that's what a critter like this is for. The WD Black SN770 NVMe SSD is made to be your core gaming drive where all of your most performance-thirsty game titles nests, and of course PCI Gen 4 is everywhere now, so compatibility and the ability to pull out the best performance and best speeds possible from a drive like this are also super accessible now across the whole gambit of motherboards and spec ranges. So compatibility is no longer an issue, accessibility is no longer an issue, prices have come way down, it's easier than ever. But if you're a first-time installer or upgrader, I know this can feel intimidating, but I say this in every video I make like this about these kinds of drives, and I'll say it again. So long as you're not deliberately sort of monkey fisting, these things aren't nearly as delicate as they look, and installation is actually really easy. They're keyed, so they only fit in the correct way, and all you need to do the install is a small basic Phillips screwdriver. That's it. You can be in and out of your PC within the time it takes to enjoy a coffee and have a spanking brand new super fast drive ready to go, or indeed in the time it took me to explain this to you. Now, my current PC game of choice, no secret to the regulars around here I imagine, the new expansion for Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak. And man, let me tell you, playing this on PC is glorious, especially with the new drive nestled all cozy and warm inside my rig. The load times are, well, to be honest, the word really is, there effectively is no load times, especially compared to the console experience where there is load times. And when you're cycling those hunts for those master rank levels or grinding hunts for the precious rare drops you need for that next armor set or next weapon upgrade, let me tell you what, while on paper, a normal load time, maybe say 15 or 20 seconds, which doesn't seem like much. You know, we're patient, we can deal with that. But it all does add up over time. And when you can make that load time more or less zero, well, it feels nice, and over the course of an evening's hunt, it's just. And as gamers, min-maxing is a very familiar way of life to us, isn't it? Pulling max efficiency from every corner, and that's what a drive like the WD Black SN770 NVMe SSD is for. One more way to make your gaming experience faster, smoother, more reliable, and spending less time watching progress bars, spinning icons, or slowly throbbing logos in the corner while waiting for your GPU and CPU to be fed all of the data data you're so thirsty for so you can actually play the game. And for many, many years now, I have been using and happily recommending the WD products for this, particularly the WD Blacks for gaming, of course, because that's what they're for. So I say to you, you guys really do have to try out the WD Black line if you haven't yet. And in this case, the WD Black SN770 NVMe SSD, made especially for gaming because, well, you will notice reduced lag times and an increase in performance. I certainly did when I installed the damn thing. And as I'll always tell you, even though this is a sponsored video, I absolutely stand by everything I've said in my recommendations here. I don't take sponsorship from brands I don't personally trust and personally use myself, because that's just not who I am. And WD has always been a rock-solid, reliable choice for me, and I am more than happy to suggest these for your rigs too, without hesitation. So cast your eyes towards the WD Black SN770 NVMe SSD if you are feeling it's time for a nice fat performance jump or you need a little more breathing room for your installs. It's going to be a big gaming year. There's lots of exciting stuff ahead, so now's the time before it gets too busy. Thanks for watching. I am Blunty. I will catch you next time. Thank you again to WD for sponsoring this. Thank you as always to the patrons who, well, in their way, sponsor me as well. So appreciate it.